What's driving sentiment in the market today?
Hi, good afternoon. Thank you for having me. The market has been a bit quiet this week, the fixed income market to say, as the bond auction held this week. So participants in the market, mostly on the Treasury bill side, were very quiet. It was a calm market. The DMO conducted the auction where they offered about 225 billion across the 3, 10 and 20-year papers. And at close of the auction, we saw an oversubscription on an allotment of about 246 billion. The stop rates at those tenors were at 13.5, 13.85, and 14.5 respectively. On the secondary market side, we saw activity on the 2037s reopening, where it traded 5 basis points lower than the auction close. So what we see for this week, the rest of the week is pretty calm market for the bond on the bond side, where the winners from the auction will be offloading their winnings just to take.
Yeah, okay, Eki, but still on that auction though, in terms of trends though, how would you say the trends compare to previous auctions?
Please, could you speak up a little? It's pretty faint.
Okay, how would you say the trends compare, talking about the bond auction now, how would you say the trends compare to previous auctions? If you can hear me now, Eki, the trends you're seeing play out in the auctions this time around, how does it compare to the previous auction?
Okay, so it was expected to close a bit lower than the stop rates. What we saw was a marginal increase from the last stop rates, and it was quite a huge one. And yeah, it closed at, as I mentioned earlier, 13.5 for the 3-year paper, for the 10-year at 14.85, and the 20-year paper at 14.5.
All right, but in terms of the auction debits that are expected, though, how do you expect this to impact the markets?
Okay, so there'll be a debit today for the auction winnings. Open repo rates and overnight rates yesterday closed at 11 and 11.25% respectively. We expect that the rates will go a bit higher today due to the bond auction. However, there will be another coupon payments by Friday into the system, about 35 billion. We don't expect any much impact into the system in terms of liquidity, but we'll just see a little bit of tightening in the rates throughout the rest of the week.
But in terms of yield curve activity for treasury bills and bonds as well, where do you see yields going into next week?
So on the treasury bill markets yesterday, it was a bit quiet. We only saw activity mostly on the mid to long tenor. On the September bills especially, it was pretty quiet, and we just expect same level to maintain same at the end of the week.
All right, but going into the next week, still on the Monetary Policy Committee meeting expected, I'm curious to know what your thoughts are, especially with the interest rate environment that we are in right now.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Your expectations for monetary policy next week?
For the MPC. Oh, okay, hi. Yeah, so the MPC is expected to hold 26th and 27th, that's Monday, Tuesday next week. My opinion is I expect the stance to remain as is, because from the last rate hikes from the previous MPC meeting, I don't think we have actually seen the full effect of that outcome. So I think they'll have to maintain rates as is, just to see if any other thing will go through, and to maintain the full effect of the policies.
All right, Eki says wait and see for MPC next week. Eki Teddy-Onaghise says the Treasury Sales Department at Access Bank.